Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. I'm your host Brobuscus. With me today is ZDogg.
Look, I'm not saying anything, but now binging with Babbage is canon in the Death Battle universe, and that makes me happy. So that's my intro. Yes.
Okay, and we have Richard.
Lollipop Chainsaw is an underrated master.
Great start, everybody. Okay, and we also have a guest, a returning guest once again.
Yeah.
Welcome back, your only mate.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't have a wee thing to say at the beginning, so...
Nice.
And you ruined it. You ruined our thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, never mind. All right. Nice. Okay, so I got a decent chunk of things to talk about, I suppose.
Yes.
Decent.
I don't really know how to transition into it. So,
Thumbnail.
Goro Machamp. Sure. Let's just get right into it.
Professional. Anyway.
I would have just talked about how it's funny that there's four of us.
I love
There's 4 people for a 4-round battle. All right, let's get this. Okay. I'm professional, I swear.
No,
Absolutely.
Professionalism is for the weak.
Exactly. You get the idea. Thumbnail. Hashtag thumbnails matter.
It's actually pretty good. Yay.
yeah,
It's all right.
It's better than Gray versus Esteth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing mind blowing, but like it's pretty good still. So that's good.
It's not as good as Genos versus War Machine.
No. It's
But
like I'm so like I was so blown away by Genos War Machine thumbnail. I'm like, okay, wow. And then we got these two, and I'm like, oh, okay. We're back to the status quo, aren't we?
We're back to the blandness.
I like it. Whatever.
That's fine.
I mean, it's okay. It's just there's not a lot of there's nothing that just stands out about it. Again,
Look, at this point, I'm content with decent.
Fair enough.
At this point,
as long as it's not Miles versus Stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the day where that comes. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what? You know what? Here's a Brobuscast drinking game. Take a drink every time when talking about thumbnails. Richard brings up Miles vs. Stag.
No. We don't want them to die anyway.
We all bring it up. It's a recurring theme here.
Yeah, because holy
We don't
crap. Anyways,
we don't want them to die. Jeez. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Talking of drinks.
and Mate is ruining this podcast.
no, he's fine.
It's all.
That's fine.
I mean,
It's fine that he says people should drink themselves.
No.
I mean, to be fair, how many times have like my water bottle interrupted or like in the background? How many times can you hear it? Like 7, and yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Plus, to be fair, he didn't say which drink you had. He didn't say what you had to drink.
Yeah, Richard.
There will be no drinking on BrobusCast.
Drink responsibly. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. Pretty 90% sure we're all underage except Mate.
I'm almost there
Same here.
this year, actually. Well, oh wait, never mind. No, that's
Okay, I was about to say.
anyway. I'm getting off track. Anyway, I'm.
So, Goro versus Machamp.
Yeah.
That was a good thing. Let's
was
talk
about
about that. Thing good.
Where are we
Good
talking
thing.
about this?
There's something about Goro vs. Machamp I really need to get out of the way.
Well, first off, does it have to do with a certain result?
Kind of.
Okay, well, we were going to talk about that first anyway. Okay, well, first off, duh.
I, 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 I,
Yeah.
This
Oh
was.
no, who saw this coming?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well. I mean, at least they got it right, so that's good. But
Yeah.
how could they get it wrong?
Pretty much.
I point to things like Sasuke he in that case, but like, there's literally nothing you could do to make Goro win. And yeah,
Yeah, those like what? um. Also, I believe this is it's not relevant per se, but I'm pretty sure this is the first Mortal Kombat fight in a long time where they didn't bring up Tester.
Yeah, maybe we were
Literally
talking about
just
that the
realized
other
that?
day. They didn't mention it at all.
yeah,
I
which is
literally just realized that as we're recording. All right.
step in the right direction. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Watch them take a step backwards.
No, they're gonna. Okay, so that's like there's not really much we can say. Like it's Goro and it's Machamp. If you know anything about these two, you know where this is going.
Yeah.
The one with 4 arms died.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so mate, you had something you wanted to say about this?
Yeah, I unfortunately forgot to bring this up in my reaction because I'm stupid. But I'm just gonna throw this out there. My childhood milestone curse is broken!
Woo! There you go. Finally.
I don't know if my mic's picking this up, but I'm golf clapping.
Anyway, I heard it. That counts.
Okay, there you go.
I just need this season finale to break that curse now.
Well, if it's what I'm banking on it being, then oh boy.
Yeah, if it's that matchup, then it probably won't.
Oh, it won't for me either. So you're not alone there, buddy. Okay. I guess there's nothing really to say about the results because frigging Doug Goro was gonna lose.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious.
And with that said, let's get on to this fight. Okay. Two people. Okay. Let's be blunt here. This is by far the best episode of the season.
Yeah.
Hell yes!
Yeah. By far.
It's one of the best episodes of the season.
Okay.
It's the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely set the bar high for season 7. So I hope the rest of the season can follow up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this episode got like a really good mix of like awesome, like brutal, and just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the right amount of cartoony and brutal.
Which is
Yeah.
especially with this fight where, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without really getting into like just sticking to the fight, not getting into the voice acting just yet, but I really like that line. It's like Goro's like taunting Machamp, and then Machamp's like just talking, and then Goro's just like, stop saying that. Like
Every single time I rewatch that fight and get to that line, I laugh.
It was very well done.
I love it.
That's
Yeah.
one of the best delivered lines of the season so far.
I say it's definitely the best line in the episode.
Yeah. It's funny. I don't know if I said it on a podcast, but I know I said it on this podcast, but I know I said it in a Discord server. That Goro was gonna that Goro would have no idea what Machamp is saying because he's just saying his name. Like, he'd just be so confused. Like, why are you saying that?
Yes.
Like, why do you not say words? I meant as a
Speak English, you 4-armed karate duck man.
English motherfucker. You speak
English, mother. Yeah, exactly.
What makes it funny is that I said that as a joke. I did not think they would actually do it, and then they brought it, and then they did it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Wow.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Oh, I already have.
Good. We'll give yourself another one.
All right, we'll do that after the podcast, maybe.
Now.
No. Okay, so yeah, this fight choreography is like near like might levels of
I was
entertaining.
just going to, yeah, that is something I think we should bring up, because since this is the first 3D fight, we unfortunately automatically have to compare it to the last one.
Okay, okay, might is still better.
Yeah,
Just gonna be
Absolutely.
blunt about it.
but
But
that shouldn't like downgrade in this fight, which was amazing.
This was catching up. Like
Yeah.
this was catching up to it.
yeah, this proved a lot. This proved to be a lot more of a competition than I thought it was going to. I thought Might
Yes.
was going to be so much better, and it's still better, at least in my opinion. But this took a the this competed with it more than I expected it to.
Yes. Which I was surprised by myself as well. I mean, I knew it was going to be a great fight, regardless. I just didn't expect it to come close to catching up to Might Knight. Like that was very surprising, and it essentially had the same elements that made us love Might in the beginning.
Yeah.
Will this episode be as good as Might Might? Well, it just might.
I get it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Now, all right. Okay. If I had to say negative, this is probably just a me thing. It's just me or does Goro look kind of weird?
That is my negative as well. I hated that they used his
It's,
MK Armageddon model.
it's the face that gets me, honestly. Just the face. It looks so weird.
The ponytail too, the over the top long ponytail, it just doesn't go well. I don't know why they had to use his PS2 era model.
Yeah, that especially since they use the poke
Era
in. Like
models.
and like they could have used the MKX model so easily. Why didn't they use it anyway? But that
Because they wanted to make Machamp look better by comparison.
whatever.
Which he was.
Still whatever. But like, I don't know. Like it's not that big a deal. Like especially
No,
in
it's
motion.
not.
It looks better, a lot better in motion than just standing. But like it just
Yeah.
face. It's the
Yeah,
face.
when you
It's
don't
mainly-
see.
It's mainly
Oh
the
my
face.
god, what's wrong with your face?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't, honestly, in all the shots you don't see his face, it's perfectly fine. It's
Yes, but when
yeah,
you do see his face,
Yeah, it just looks
it's
weird.
almost like Goro's trying to compete with Wizard Boomsticks.
To be fair, they've gotten better. Anyways,
Slightly,
Slowly.
slowly but
it's
sure.
better than nothing. All right.
Okay. But I agree with you. I think that's
yeah.
my only nitpick as well.
Oh yeah, speaking of Boomstick, we got some lore on him this episode.
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. It was weird.
The whole
Uh,
life.
That's sure. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, it was sprinkled in there. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's just like aside from that, it's just this is a weird lore they're setting up for these characters.
I don't care for it too much.
To be fair though, you should expect Boomstick's lore to be weird because he's Sarge's son.
yeah,
True. That's very true.
Well, allegedly.
Um,
No, allegedly bad. That's canon. I'll fight you on that.
still waiting for them. I don't know if they actually have, and I missed it. I'm still waiting for them to explain what happened to Wiz's arm.
They'll get to it, I'm sure.
One day, maybe. I don't know.
One day. Anyways, yeah. I will say, something that Death Metal's really good at doing, mostly, is no matter how screwed one of the characters are, they still look freaking cool in the fight.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Goro had no shot at winning, but despite that, he still,
We got pretty far.
yeah.
Hold on. A fight with the Mortal Kombat character didn't stand a chance of winning, but they looked awesome. Where have I heard that before?
Eh.
No comment.
7 of it.
Um,
They're like half the ones anyway.
Like Goro ripping Machamp's arm off. That was cool.
Yes.
I especially like he just rips it off and just beats him with it.
Yes. That felt like a Mortal Kombat moment right there. I love that. It's like, rip your arm off, now I'm gonna beat you to death.
Or there's like, crushing a skull with the custom hand-drawn Machamp skull.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, the X-rays.
I actually really like when they implement the X-rays.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're fine. They
they're-
don't have to do them for every Mortal Kombat character.
No,
I'm just
but-
saying, But it was fine.
Plus, like they get the point of the X-rays. Like they're in Mortal Kombat. Like they don't. They're just there for. They're just there for effect. They don't actually mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which that's how they're implemented in these fights too. Except for Canary Sindel, that was weird.
Very.
Well, I say that only lasted like 2 seconds. So okay.
She got better.
Yeah, she did. Also,
Actually, for talking like small touches in the fight, the text bar to show the Machamp's guts activated.
yeah, I
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And then the text box at the very end.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of little details, let's talk about the little reference we had. Because every 3D fight has one.
Now you see why I said I wanted Goro to die? Son of a bitch ripped off All Might's head and put it on his fucking wall.
And the Dragon Sword.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the real Dragon Lord. I think he just brought a
That's
replica.
it's probably not. That's way too small.
Okay, yeah, true, actually. Well, then again, how tiny was Mechagodzilla in Ganon vs. Dracula?
Fair enough.
You know what? Fair point.
I'm
Yeah,
just confused I'm just confused why they didn't go with Mike Guy over.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you would think they would have went with Mike Guy.
I mean,
no.
unless they're swapping the trend, they're gonna do all losers this season. I don't know.
Or maybe
Yeah.
they're just doing whatever they like.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like the
I like
past few
ZDogg.
the past few references have all been the winners. So it's weird to see both the Dragon Zord and All Might in the background, but okay. I'm totally okay with it. It's just it was odd. Although there were a lot more holes in that wall. Kind of would have been cool to. I'm thinking about this now. Kind of would have been cool to see more skulls, but oh,
That would have been
well.
cool, actually.
They would have. It was begging for it. I think it was. I think Brobuscus is right. It was just that wall was just begging to have more skulls on it, but they're like, no, we can't do that. We can only have a minimum of 2 Easter eggs to approve this fight.
Hey, it's better than 1 Easter egg, all right.
Yeah, priorities, man.
Also, I appreciate this one's a lot more subtle than one in Might Might.
Yeah.
So, it's just kind of
Yeah.
To be fair, though, how long did it take all of us to realize that was Dracula?
Yeah.
I noticed it first watch, so
I noticed the second watch.
I was
At
busy
first-
on the. I was looking at the Saitama face. Okay. I was busy focusing on that.
Admittedly, despite the fact he looks nothing like it, I kind of thought it was a main neck trick.
they probably only used 2 because of budget. Also, I found
Yeah, honestly.
also this isn't like a complaint or a nitpick or anything. It's just something I find funny. Next shot, you see that wall, they're gone.
They disappear.
So I don't know. That's kind of funny to me.
You know what wasn't funny? Machamp dabbing.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? That was hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Everybody is shocked by me saying that, but no, I do not like it when trendy memes pop up in Death Battle.
You know what?
Hates it.
I don't care. It was funny in my eyes, and at least it wasn't awesome. Anyway.
Richard, you're gonna hate me because of my reaction when Machamp did that. I just burst out laughing.
No, I can't hate you. It's okay. I can't hate you or Amber for that. I can hate everybody else for that.
Fair enough. Although, to be fair, Machamp double dabbed. How many people say they did that? No one. So they can suck it.
Yes, and it was double cringy.
Whatever, it was funny.
Okay, admittly,
you people have a low standard when it comes to comedy.
You know what? You're right. Anyway.
Hey, the first step's admitting it.
Comedy standards are overrated.
Exactly.
True. Okay, admittedly, like, yeah, like, I didn't find it funny either, but I wasn't, like, overly annoyed by it. I was just like, oh, he dabbed? Great. Although I am with Richard, I'm tired of these trending memes popping up in places they don't need to be. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. They're not like popping up. They're not like popping up in every episode. So whatever.
Yeah.
Well, because he double dabbed, I took a score off.
Dang it!
That's petty.
That's petty.
That is actually.
Whatever.
Voice acting?
Sure.
Sure.
Was good.
Sorry, I'm hearing
I'm hearing double.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, someone's echoing.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'll check. Hold on.
I'm just looking up the voice actors.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hear that better? No, it's not.
It's not me, is it?
Yeah, it is. We've had this issue before. Okay. Alright.
I've turned myself down a bit. Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so voice acting, we have Lucas Schumann returning as Goro.
For the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, he was Joker.
Yep, 4 years ago.
Gosh, that's weird. That's weird to think.
And
that long ago.
And Keston Howard also returning as Machamp.
The Mighty Falcon returns. Yay.
Yeah. Have you noticed with Keston's roles? Last year, he voiced a Nintendo character known for punching and killed a Mortal Kombat character. This year, he voices a Nintendo character known for punching and kills a Mortal Kombat character.
Coincidence? I think not.
He's
I'm
trying
sensing
to
a
take
pattern.
Nicholas's job.
Gosh.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Anyways,
yeah.
Voice acting was pretty good.
Yeah,
Machamp was the best one of the episode. That's nothing against.
we got a Machamp aura.
Yeah, we did. Which is hilarious. That was funny.
Yeah. I think the problem with Goro is because he's such a basic, bland character boss. He doesn't have much dialogue to really make him stand out.
Yeah.
I mean, it has more dialogue to go off of than Ganon.
True.
Fair enough, but he only had one good line delivery, and that was "stop saying that." So the rest, it was just generic.
I'll take generic over bad.
Well, no, yes, but I mentioned this in my stream. I loved how Howard was putting more emotion and range into just saying that one line again
Yeah.
and again. Like you could definitely feel like whenever he was being intense, he said it in an intense way, or when he was being jokey, he said it. He just played up his emotions.
Yeah,
Portraying this character.
I think Ben did say he sent in like near an hour's worth of him just saying Machamp, but in all these different ways. Like even him laughing, he was like Machamp.
Yeah,
Like,
That's
exactly.
funny.
It's
Again, that's nothing against the actor for Goro. I am happy they got him back because,
Yeah.
man, I've missed him. I'm sad that we had to wait 4 years for him to come back from an awesome performance to a generic performance.
Yeah.
I'm just happy he's
still
back.
waiting on a lot of Death Battle voice actors to come back.
I'm just happy he's back. I wasn't really expecting him to come back.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, props to him for coming back, and he definitely showed that he had range. So, here's hoping we don't have to wait another 4 years for him to come back.
Hopefully, well, probably. I don't know.
Now I have more confidence in him voicing Joker again once the Joker gets fed to Green Goblin. Okay.
Thank gosh.
All that aside, I still think it's funny they got a voice actor from Machamp.
Yeah.
Yes.
I find it funnier that Machamp has more lines than Goro. That just makes me
And
laugh.
he has more emotion and range than Goro.
God. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody agrees that Machamp is the standout second combatant this season when it comes to voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I just find it funny because when when Goro was annoyed of Machamp continuing his hit, it's like you just hear Sal, you're just like, stop saying that. Chill. It's like Machamp's just saying no.
Yes.
It's food for thought.
It's fine.
So I guess music.
I freaking love this music.
Yeah, it was really good.
It sounds like something It sounds like something I would actually hear in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
It was 10 times better than Sirens of Combat.
That's not a high bar to climb.
No. I do have to agree with everyone, including Mate. It definitely did sound like it was more a Pokemon theme that just had Mortal Kombat bits sprinkled in there. So,
Yeah.
Actually, there is something I did notice in it
okay.
when I finally listened to it all the way through.
What was that?
So, one of my favorite themes in all of Pokemon is the champion battle from the Gen 2 games.
Yes, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, there are bits of that near the end.
Nice.
And I heard it, and I was like, oh my god, they put it in! And I got really, really happy.
They noticed.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not Lost Ice Storm good, but it's.
No, I wouldn't even say it's KO Machines good, but it's definitely good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's up there as one of my favorites this season.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Although I did, yeah. This echo thing is throwing me off. I did find it funny how Machamp's voice actor did say at the end, like, the winner is Machamp.
Oh yeah.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah. I wonder if Machamp did that, are we going to see that more often?
Me? Yeah, probably not.
I
Probably
think
with
it's
just
most
like
likely just a one-time thing.
Might just
Yeah,
be-
probably.
might
I
just-
guess for Machamp it makes sense.
yeah.
Yes.
Might just be a Pokemon thing. Who knows?
Yeah,
have to wait.
probably.
I have to wait until next time a Pokemon character gets in and wins. All right. Well, happy
For Ninja.
125, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Also, they put Babish footage in. That makes me happy. I will not stop shutting up about that. Okay.
So I guess
All right.
rating time for this episode.
The rating things from a while ago. I guess we're
Well-
just what?
It's a name. It's a solid A for me. If it wasn't for that dab and Gorill's model and Gorill's dialogue, then it would have been an A+.
Fair enough.
So moving on.
It's a solid good out of 10.
Moving on from a
Moving on to the
broad
future.
side- You ruined my transition.
Da-na-na.
I get a Brobuscus. Can I get a do-over?
Sure.
Thank you.
But he isn't here.
From moving on from a silver fight, now we get into the golden fight.
I get it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting discussion. So, I'm just going to be blunt about it. It's Cable versus Booster Gold.
Yeah.
My boy, Booster Gold.
Woo, Cable!
said-
That's
Yeah.
what I see.
So this fight came out of nowhere. What the frick?
One
Well,
by one.
I
Trunks
think we can all
and Silver
agree-
keep losing opponents.
Yes, I think they're deliberately doing that because.
I still really doubt Trunks vs. Silver is going to be a thing.
Please,
Oh.
no.
Partly because, well, we already had Vegeta vs. Shadow, so what's the point?
Yeah.
We kind of know any of the Super Saiyans would beat the Hedgehogs.
Well, that all depends if they find an opponent for Chrono, and if they do, then
sorry.
that means Trunks versus Silver will 100% be happy.
I mean, there's Shulk too, but also Shulk, or not Shulk, frick me. Trunks versus Chrono is 100% better.
It is, but
And besides, I don't know if there's any popular Chrono matchups besides Trunks. I could be wrong.
well, you never know.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is a much better fight for Cable because he actually stands somewhat of a chance.
You said that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, okay, I'm just throwing this out there. Like, yeah, I'm excited for Cable and I'm rooting for him. I pretty much accepted he's gonna lose.
We don't
We'll get to that. Okay.
ignore all of that.
Let's just talk about everything else going into it. Okay, so first off, I'm like 99% sure this is going to be a sprite fight, so that's cool.
Me too.
Probably.
I'm really hoping people are understanding what Jets meant by the sprites, the thing he said during Richard's stream. People are still confused about that, I've seen, which is odd. There's gonna be a lot of time stuff going on. Apparently they've talked about this fight, like without saying what it was, obviously. They talked about this fight in like a cast or something. With some time travel thing they were doing. So I don't know the whole context. So I don't really know, but yeah. I like Cable. I'm glad he's in.
Yeah.
Am I really the only one in this podcast who likes Booster Gold?
Yes.
I don't know much of anything about Booster Gold, so
Yeah. He exists.
I know him
and my
from.
friends beat him to death.
I know him from the Justice League cartoon where he was absolutely annoying.
He was also in 3 other DC-related cartoons.
Well, haven't seen any of them, so
There.
look, I have a lot of things I'm doing. Okay,
Okay.
I'm binging through another show for a blog I'm doing. Hints.
You are forgiven.
This time.
This time.
Next time though.
Okay, I'm gonna put money on the table right now. They're gonna get Justice Washington to play Cable.
Ooh.
Probably.
That's a good one. I would have to. I mean, since we had Howard come back to play Machamp, I would definitely say it's a strong bet they may get the same actor who played Johnny Cage to come back and play Booster.
I've heard that before, yeah.
That'd be a fitting.
Because he did nail that type of personality, and that's essentially what Booster Gold is. You know, he's basically just a more futuristic superhero version of Johnny Cage.
Pretty much. I've also heard someone say, I don't know how serious they were, but because you'll understand. They said if Rooster Teeth can possibly get him, Patrick Seitz as Cable.
Ooh.
If Rooster Teeth could somehow get him.
They never know.
Actually, you know, I say that. They have the resources necessary to get Michael B. Jordan, so anything's possible at this point.
For one season.
Make it 2.
Yeah, there's a second season, I think.
Yeah, but isn't it on HBO, not Rooster Teeth?
It's gonna be on Rooster Teeth eventually.
Still
Yeah,
counts.
probably.
I don't.
Oh, plus I got Elijah Wood in Red vs. Blue.
That's true. I don't know where else.
Oh,
to
and
go
they've
with this
had
one.
Dave Bautista on the Rooster Teeth podcast before.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, the guy who plays Drax.
yeah. Huh? I didn't know that. All right. I'll have to wait and see. I'm really trying to delay this as much as possible.
How? I assume they're. Well, I think it's pretty much been confirmed that they're not going to give Cable the virus. But
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Alright.
Yeah,
I
I got nothing on this one. So.
We tried.
I feel like there is something I can bring up. It's
Oh,
not
what's
like
that?
to do with the actual debate, though.
Okay, good. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to put off. Let's hear it.
Considering who Cable is, this is probably going to get quite a mixed reactions.
Oh boy.
Because it's Cable. Possible Deadpool appearance?
No,
No.
gosh.
Okay.
Again,
I'm not saying I want one. I'm just mentioning it as a possibility.
Maybe.
Okay.
I
In the
wouldn't want-
fight, maybe. But in the analysis, I'm really hoping that Deadpool Mask was the last we see of that.
I mean, if it had to be in the analysis, the only thing I would actually suggest doing is maybe they briefly bring up Deadpool, not in exactly a great way, and you just hear his voice in the background when they're playing a scene. I heard that.
Alright, that'd
I
be...
will still deduct a point
Yeah.
if Deadpool speaks or shows up at all, because I'm tired of seeing Deadpool in Death Battle.
Fair enough.
It's bad enough.
Yeah,
it's
one of the
bad enough-
reasons-
Sorry.
And one of the reasons I don't really want it is because, as much as I didn't really enjoy Deadpool Mask, that thing at the end, like his lessons wisdom boomstick, it would kind of like invalidate that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Honestly, like the only other. Sorry, were you done?
yeah, I was pretty much done.
All right. Only other thing or way I would want Deadpool to appear is if they, in the fight scene, they went into other fights, like or something like that. Like not like via time travel, something like that, and like they travel to like either Deadpool Mask or Deadpool Deathstroke or something like that. And
Oh
then
god,
they-
this won't happen. But could you imagine if they travel to a future fight? That hasn't been announced
Oh
yet?
lord.
Oh no! They travel to the Galactus Unicron. There you go.
Yeah.
Gosh, that'd be fun.
Anything can happen
Yeah.
when time travel is involved. So
I don't know. I hope the fight gets creative though.
Yeah.
With time.
yeah. I just hope Deadpool doesn't show up at all. And if he doesn't, then that makes me love the fight a bit extra more. But
I
if he does,
I mean, as long as it's not a forced inclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Deadpool.
Because, like-
it'll always be a forced inclusion.
Yeah, because like, if it's like spread out and you want to reference past like episodes, then okay, sure, but don't just like cram it into every single episode.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know.
then
I
that
thought
way the repetition gets worse than Family Guy.
Well, to be fair, the repetition has already kind of gotten up to a point.
I love it.
So yeah, I'm hoping. I think we're all hoping that he doesn't show up. But if he does, then I'll be the only one that takes a point off the fight for it.
Probably. Maybe.
If he does, as long as it's subtle.
Yeah. It's not. Don't just like point it out like in big fat letters. So. Or something like that. I don't know.
let's get into the crap, shall we?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I think we delayed the inevitable enough.
Yeah, Brobuscus has been trying and got lost before.
I mean, we did a good job at it, but no big deal.
Cable,
Okay.
my man.
So this bugs me. The reason why I'm so annoyed at this is because going into this, it seemed very debatable. It seemed like both were relatively in the street tier, but they have technology that can go up against like Superman or Silver Surfer. All right, fair enough. That's interesting. And then Ultra posted the Booster Gold blog. And that
Okay.
pretty much lowered my hype for this fight.
I knew Cable was powerful. I'm sorry. I knew Booster Gold was powerful. I knew he was a powerful hero in his own right, but I did not know he was that powerful.
I feel like by the end of the season, we have to have a discussion. What was the most one-sided fight?
Ooh.
We're getting a lot of good contenders, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
If 1-1 happens, that will join it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cable. Cable. Okay, to be fair, to give Cable some kind of benefit of the doubt, he doesn't get stomped, but all he can do really is just kind of delay the inevitable.
Yeah.
Like, I could see him doing some kind of damage to Booster, but I do not see a scenario where he wins.
Gonna crush all your hopes and dreams for Cable right now. Booster can summon Wave Rider. Now,
Well,
for those who don't know what Wave Rider is, think of it as Booster from the future And he's basically the god of time.
Oh,
Bingo.
great.
Yeah. I don't think they'll give him that.
They put it in his blog.
But I'm pretty sure that's just there so they can mention it. I don't think they're gonna use it because if they did, then this would just be Captain Marvel versus Shazam all over again.
You say that like it stopped them before.
No, it actually didn't stop them. I'm just saying, I don't think they're gonna be that kind of unfair to Cable.
Now, okay, let's. Richard, you mentioned this before, but let's talk about Cable's virus.
Yes.
So basically, I think it's called the 2 virus or whatever it's freaking called. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just called TO. You can just call it the TO virus.
Whatever. I'm just gonna call it the virus. Anyways.
Okay.
You can't say that nowadays.
Fair.
Joke anyway.
So this virus pretty much lowers Cable's power. Richard could probably go into more explanation than I can. Basically, it lowers him to people like Spider-Man tier or Black Panther or whatever. The more street level Marvel characters. For one, Booster doesn't have that limit. 2, they're probably not going to include this limit because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Cable loses this virus in later runs.
Yes, it does.
And that, to give you an idea of how much this lowers his power, without the virus and at 100%, he can go up against people like Silver Surfer. So, Cable's pretty absurd. There's only one way I can see Cable standing a chance. It's and this is getting into like debatable scaling. I've heard people try to scale him to Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Question mark.
Well, okay. To put a little context here, Cable is in the future. His father is Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, and his mother is a clone of Jean Grey, who, if I remember correctly, the clone wasn't near as powerful as the real Jean Grey. So because of that, Cable did inherit some telepathy powers from the clone. But the problem is he kind of got a diet version of his real mother's telepathy powers. So he can use his telepathy, but he can't use it to the extent of his real mother. And the more he uses it, the more it kind of puts a considerable strain on his body. So it does more harm to him than good. And yeah, so I wouldn't scale him to his real mother. Like, even if you took out the virus, I don't really see or even remember him even coming close to the Dark Phoenix.
Now, there is another win con I've seen for Cable, but it's very situational. And that's basically hacking Booster's suit. So basically, to give a little context, Cable is a technopath.
Yes.
He has basically, which means he basically has full control over, well, technology. To dumb it down for people who don't know, which is helpful.
I wish I were a technopath.
Same.
Then self-scans wouldn't be a prick.
Anyway.
Now this is helpful because a lot of the bigger stuff for Booster is because of his suit. Like his suit prevents his feet from suffering from how fast he runs. For example, and without the suit, Booster's a dude.
Well, he's a dude who has a small bit of knowledge of hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, that pause you did. Just.
What do you want? He's from the future. All the main DC heroes would have been dead for over 1,000 years by that point. So yeah, I wouldn't say he's helpless. He can kind of still fight. But
it's Cable, Richard. If Booster's fighting Cable without the suit, he's beyond screwed. Which brings me to what I was saying earlier. Now, if Cable can hack the suit and shut it down, well, first off, he'd have to know about that, which I guess since he's a technopath, he'd probably figure out. Cable's a smart boy. So if Cable does hack the suit, I could see him winning then. And I feel like he could. The issue is being able to actually do it in time. And that leads to the biggest problem. Booster is so much faster.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just going to give you one small piece of context for how fast Booster is. Just one. Booster, with his Legion flight ring, which, again, it's a ring from the future given to all Legion members that gives them unlimited flight with no upper limits whatsoever. They can just fly whenever they want as long as they have the ring, and in some cases, they can telepathically call it back to them from a short distance.
He's a dollar store lantern.
Yeah, kind of. So anyway, with his flight ring, he was able to keep up with Barry Allen, aka the Flash. And at one point, he was even able to, I'm not kidding you, he was able to tag Barry Allen.
Oh, great. Yeah, that doesn't give you anything about this battle. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, to also be fair, Booster, let's pretend let's hypothetically say Cable does have the suit. Booster still has some defense around him. Still has some defense to protect him. He has his force field belt, which makes all other force field belts in fiction look like a cloaking device. This thing is so overpowered, it took hits from Doomsday.
No.
And
ZDogg's done.
Yeah.
And so if you take that away, then Booster still can't. The suit does give him protection, not as much as the force field, but it's still some. And last but not least, I'm wondering if they're going to give him his robotic buddy Skeets.
Well, if they are, then that Cable's gonna shut that thing down easily.
If I remember correctly, Skeets is immune to being possessed and from reality warp, and he's also immune to temporal manipulation.
Okay, from whom? Because that's a big question here. Because I've seen people.
I don't know.
Because another big
it's been
thing.
A while.
Another big thing is Cable Cable has somewhat telepathy. I'm guessing that's more of his technopath abilities, but whatever. But so Booster has somewhat, and I do mean somewhat, resisted like being mind raped by Max Lord. So who, by the way, is powerful enough to mind control Superman.
And the whole Justice League.
So, but keep in mind that I said somewhat resist. He was able to power through it, but he was struggling.
Yes, but if it wasn't for his goggles that gave him protection, then he would have been susceptible to it.
So I guess it really just depends on if Cable's power can overwhelm that.
I'm not saying it's impossible. Because in the past, Booster Gold's suit has been through a lot. It does run on power, so it can run out of juice eventually. And his force field can only be taken down or disabled by a strong telepath. So, and the reason why I think, even if hypothetically Cable does get through the suit, then if Booster's allowed to have Skeets, then Skeets has a number of different tools that could probably repair the suit.
I don't know. I'm really trying to think of win conditions for Cable here, but I don't know.
Some, it's yeah.
It's
Sorry
really
if I just shoot down one.
sure.
Okay. I mean, admittedly, I haven't seen anyone bring this up. I know someone's probably going to. The argument of, couldn't one of them just travel back in time to when one of them was a kid and kill them there?
Oh,
Well, they'd have to fucking know who they are first!
Yeah.
pretty much.
That argument's
Well,
to begin with.
Well,
I've heard people
okay.
bring that up for some characters, and I just
Yeah.
really hate it.
That's a really dumb argument. So.
In Booster's case, no. Even if Cable knew who he was, no, he couldn't just do that because
Wave
in
Rider.
the future, not just the Wave Rider, but also Booster was given upgrades to his suit by the late Rip Hunter that made him immune to time matter manipulation because he was a part of a group called the Time Bureau. So they're essentially immune to that shit.
Yeah, that's
From
another
my
thing.
understanding.
Cable has matter manipulation, like legit matter manipulation. I keep hearing that Booster has resistance to that, but I have seen no proof of that so far. So I guess there's another win con for him.
Yeah.
I,
So they could do that, but if Cable is immune to it too, then that's not really going to do anything because they're both immune to time manipulation.
no,
so...
like matter manipulation,
Okay, sorry, matter manipulation.
Cable. I don't really know the whole context of it. Like Cable could like rearrange Booster without having to actually try to hurt him. But I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Learning about Booster has really lowered my hype for this fight.
Well, to be fair, I think a lot of people's hype was low because it's another Marvel vs. DC fight.
See, that
Okay,
doesn't bother
but-
me though. It's
We've
and-
only had two.
Yeah, and besides, in the League of Marvel vs. DC, it's a lot more unique than other Marvel DC fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's good that they're starting off with underrated and underappreciated DC and Marvel heroes rather than just using, the common ones.
Yeah, it's a borderline miracle they're bringing in Cable and Booster Gold at all.
Yeah.
I just think people are seeing Marvel and DC and just going dislike.
Yeah, which is annoying.
Well, allow me to use my famous brutality on BrobusCast. All of you can go fuck off then, if that's what you think.
Yeah.
Go fuck off. I mean, I never expected Booster Gold to be in Death Battle, so it's a miracle that he's even in here. But I feel bad because I like Cable. So.
Yeah, I'm 100.
I get.
I'm 100% rooting for Cable here. I'm just gonna say it now. It's
Yes.
like no questions asked. I have nothing against Booster Gold, and I don't even have anything against him winning. I just hate that we thought it was debatable, and then turns out, hey, look, here's Booster out racing the Flash. It's like, come on, give us something.
Yeah, I know. Sadly, DC's version of future heroes are
DC
far
is
more
bullshit.
overpowered.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So-
We'll have to wait and see. But as you can tell, I'm still looking forward to the fight. I'm sure it'll be a good fight. It's just
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Your interest, your personal interest, and whatchamacallit. I'll just say your personal interest in this fight is just lower.
yeah.
I
in
just
regards to
say-
the characters.
I just say, like, look forward to the fight and finding out what's next.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool idea overall. It's just.
Yeah.
And like
By the way-
I should clarify, I have nothing against stomp fights. Like the last fight was a stomp fight and I was totally hyped.
Oh,
I
But-
mean, yeah.
I have, I'm giving this an exception because I kind of do have something against stomp fights, and they shouldn't happen, but I can't control that. But with this one, I'm willing to give it an exception because it's a unique kind of potentially stomp fight because it's with two characters that Death Battle's never had in before. So
It's a lot of-
I think it should be.
See, I'm more in the whole, like, it making thematic sense.
yeah. Like this is
And whether or not it's
arguably
a fun matchup.
like as far as like thematics go, this is objectively Cable and Booster Gold's best fight.
Yes,
but-
if you wanted thematically interesting fights, then they would have just said fuck it and put Trunks up against Cable.
Which I mean I would have accepted, but okay.
So
whatever.
basically, folks, TLDR, Richard wants Trunks.
as long as he
Yes,
look,
but I don't want Trunks to kill Cable because that's unfair.
basically TLDR, I'm not hyped for this fight, and Trunks versus Silver can just go ahead and shove off. That's,
I don't care. Basically, that's all I can say. Like, I'm interested in the fight itself, but like, and the fight is interesting. It's just, yeah.
I get you.
Also, just saying because it's been off my back. Stomp fights do not equal bad fights. There you go.
Well,
Yeah, look what we just had.
damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's a prime example.
There's a difference between
Nice voice
interesting
crack.
stomp fights and bad stomp fights.
this is gonna be it'll be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes,
I'm just let down by
it's okay. We're here for you.
whatever.
Still, like, there's always the excitement of finding out what's next.
True.
Oh, we all know what's
Spe-
gonna- oh, well,
speaking of
I
which-
know.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
Um,
of, we're cool.
We can't mention it. We can't mention what could potentially be next because I could get a certain somebody in trouble.
Oh.
I don't want to do that.
But
I'm confused.
I'm
I was just
confused.
going to say what I'm predicting the next fight is.
Yeah, and
To
if
be
it's
fair
what
though,
you
I've been
think-
predicting it will be this fight since like I counted out the dates.
I know, but it could potentially get me and this person in trouble. So
I legit have no idea what you're talking about, but I guess we'll talk about it when we're done recording.
Sure.
yes.
This got weird.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. So this is kind of a surprise thing.
Oh.
Well, kind of. I'm coming up with this now. I should have brought it up before, but I didn't because screw
What's
you.
happening?
So I mentioned last time, when we were talking about Richard's opinions on episodes, that I wanted to do it with me and ZDogg.
Oh crap.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna do it with me and ZDogg.
Okay. Do you want to do it with mate as well?
Yeah.
Since he's here. Okay.
Oh wait, mate. Oh.
With me. I mean, if you
Um.
want to.
Okay. Well, before I say yes or no, has any of your opinions changed since last time?
Me personally,
I
I
mean,
would say
mate.
my second most.
Oh, of like favorite, least
Yeah.
favorite, and most wanted.
Yes.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Okay.
Then no.
Well, then again, would you really expect my most wanted to change?
No.
No. And I'm totally alright with that. So okay.
I mean, I could talk about other fights that I'd like to see if you want.
Sure.
Doesn't
We'll
matter.
get to that one. We'll get to that in a few minutes.
Okay.
I guess let's just do. I'll do my least favorite, and then you can do yours, and then we'll just kind of go
Okay.
from there.
Okay.
Least favorite. Probably gonna get some flack for this.
Oh boy.
They have to understand this is totally a me thing. I almost guarantee that no one else is gonna share this opinion. My least favorite episode is Thor versus Wonder Woman.
I don't object to that.
I remember that when you ranged it for like what, half an hour on that.
Yeah, I
episode.
do honestly regret that.
Fun.
To be fair, the whole podcast was a mess.
Yeah, but whatever.
Okay. Now I understand objectively this is not the worst episode. I'm sure this episode has plenty of fans. And I understand before anyone gets their torches and pitchforks out, I am aware of the troubles they had behind the scenes. Now that I got that out of the way, I don't care. This episode's still trash.
Word.
Okay. Won't go into the analysis. I would be spending an hour on that. No, thank you. But is it just me, or does this fight look kind of ugly?
It did look kind of ugly.
In places.
I mean-
yeah. Not over at all.
I mean, some bits, and it looks like there are some scenes missing.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Thor's chainmetal disappears off of his arms, and it's just now a bunch of sleeves. I never liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally, the only part of this fight that I think is any good is the fight on Themyscira, because the area looks pretty. Okay. I will say there are many things I don't like about this episode. The voice acting is not one of them. I'll be fair. The voice actors did a good job. But my biggest issue is just how much it didn't live up to any expectations. This is a fight between two cosmic tier Marvel and DC characters, with the potential of fantastic choreography and really good effects. Did we get any of that? No.
Yeah.
The choreography was a mess. It was an absolute mess. There's legit that. I hate the tornado scene so much. The tornado looks awful, and the choreography just takes a massive dump because all we see is just their arms flailing about like, I'm gonna hit you at some point. And then the last bit of the fight is very bland. The background just does not. There's nothing interesting in it at all. There's a city back there. What's going on there? Like, and yeah, like Richard said, that the chainmail on Thor's arms disappearing was annoying. The lightning, hate it. It's literally stock image. Granted, I'll be fair, Torian has never been that great with special effects. Thor's cape has clipping issues out the wazoo, but at this point, I don't give a crap. Barg vs. TJ had plenty of them, and that fight's still amazing. I don't know. This fight just makes me very mad on a very personal level.
I get you.
I don't really know what more I can say without dragging this on for an hour. Oh, Thor was sexist. Hate that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Look, I get it.
Where were all you feminists back then, huh?
Look, I get it. Sometimes they have to have the characters go a little out of character for the sake of a fight starting. Mario vs. Sonic, for example. But that's ridiculous. What makes it better is that Thor Ragnarok came out like what, 2 weeks after or something.
No, it was actually, if I remember correctly, the fight came out around, I think, September, October, if I'm correct. So it came out like 1 or 2 months later.
I think it was October because, like, I remember this came out, like, oh no, it might have been like late September, but
yeah.
Well, regardless,
Like,
Thor Ragnarok came out.
regardless, it came out like just after the first RTX London.
Well, regardless, it came out recently, not long after, and Thor literally says that I love women. So okay, that makes it fun.
To be fair though, like, I'm in the opinion if it comes out after the death bow, you shouldn't really hold it against
I
him
know,
that much.
but seeing that in the movie made me remember that.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
no, I definitely cringed, not because of that line, just because I can't believe last month I got to see a sexist Thor, and now I'm getting to see, a good Thor. But I get you.
I think the only reason they threw that in is so they can have the Batman Superman line. Like, I don't think you've ever known, like, whatever. No one cares about No one cares about Batman versus Superman anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Okay then.
All right, let's move on before I get too mad.
Yeah, let's.
I don't know. Mine hasn't really changed. I still don't like Cammy Sonya. I don't know. Death Battle is hard for me to like hating an episode of Death Battle like I've never really done before. Like I hate episodes of Outcome. Like I don't like Luigi Tale, Screw Shovel Knight, stuff like that. But like I don't really hate any one episode except Cammy Sonya, I guess. I'm like, yeah. So, Yeah, I guess they'll just stick with Game Zone, yeah. And I know, like, even, like, episodes in Season 3, like, Bowser Ganon, like, Deadpool Pinkie Pie, like, they had redeeming things in my eyes, so I can't really confidently hate them, so.
Bowser Ganon is overhated, fight me.
Yeah.
I can actually agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not
Like, the only
good, but it's...
The only thing I really didn't like about it was the outcome and, like, yeah.
Like, I'm
That's
not saying it's a good episode, I'm just saying it's not absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be positive for a second. Let's talk about favorite fights.
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay, trying to think of one that I haven't really said much before. Because I've already covered, like, I think Might's a good contender. I have a very special interaction with Optimus Gundam. What are the ones out there that I could talk about?
If you want, I can go first while you're saying.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we went over this in the freaking podcast before, but you know what? Screw it. Mario Sonic 2018, I love it. Yeah. I pretty much explained why in the podcast, or the list, so, like, it's just, it makes me so nostalgic. It's, the animation's good, the research good. Yeah. I am the best at explaining things. Also, Richard left for some reason.
He said he had to leave early.
Yeah, I was wondering how long it would take for you guys to notice that.
Okay. Yeah? Okay, whatever. I'm trying to think. Well, also, like, Might's a good second place, so, yeah. Yeah. I'm bad at explaining things. Wow. Whatever.
Yeah, there are 2 episodes we've already covered before, so...
Yeah. I don't know, like, besides those two, like, there haven't been any, like, contenders for my favorite. I mean, there have been really good episodes, just not... Yeah. If that makes sense.
Okay, you
No,
know
I
what?
get you.
Yeah.
This obviously is my favorite, but it's one I don't think we've ever covered on the podcast before. I don't think. So, I will bring up Wolverine versus Raiden.
Oh, we have not. I don't think. Yeah, that one's a really good one.
That is a really good episode.
Yes.
So, I first played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance like half a year ago or something. Absolutely phenomenal game. And then I went back and rewatched the fight, and I love it so much more. Okay, look. I get that Wolverine may or may not have deserved to win that. I don't care. Love Raiden. He's one of my favorite characters. And the fight was too cool for me to give a crap. So.
Yeah.
Great animation, great voice acting. EXO, banger.
Yeah.
I've listened to that track so many times.
Especially, I don't know if I ever brought this up, but Brandon, recently, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he recently did a series on his channel called Fix the Mix. And literally the first one, like, it's basically what it is. It's him taking old tracks of his and basically redoing them, as if they were more in line with his modern soundtracks, while still keeping the overall composure relatively the same. Kind of like what recent remake games do. And the first one he did was EXO, and the new one is so much better. So that I'm probably going to be playing that for this portion instead of the original one. The original one's still good,
Sweet.
but the new one's better in my opinion. I will say he also did a live from Goku Superman 2.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's good. I still think the energy of the original works better. So anyways, and a lot of Raiden's moves in that fight are from Metal Gear Rising. Like 90% of Raiden's moves are from the game, so that's cool. That was appreciated. Also, they used "Let's Just See" from Devil May Cry 4 at the very end. That's awesome. Always down for Devil May
They
Cry
were
music.
fighting in a Devil May Cry 4 stage.
That's true. They're fighting in Fortuna, I think it's called. Whatever. Well, I loved that. That was cool.
Yeah, it actually took me forever to realize that. Like, a long time after that fight came out, I got Devil May Cry 4, started playing it, got to that area, and I was just like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
This is where Wolverine and Raiden fought.
This is where the death battle. That there.
And then I found Wolverine's body, and it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That would have been a really weird Easter egg.
Just, they put Wolverine's body in there. Oh, how
Weird
did that
Easter egg, like what, 7 years later? That was 2008, right? Hold on.
They can patch it in, I'm sure. Just random patch for an Easter egg.
True.
Get on it, Capcom.
Yeah, where's my freaking Virgil story for Devil May Cry 5? Still hasn't happened yet.
One day.
It was 2008, yeah, okay. So yeah, like 7 years later, they patched in Wolverine's body.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. So, most wanted, I guess. Or fights we want to see. I guess it doesn't have to be most wanted.
I mean, technically, I already did this already, though.
True. I have one that's been on my mind for a couple days, but I'll let other people go first. This one we can all do.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay, then I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so like, I'm sure everybody knows my most wanted is Blake from Ruby versus Mikasa from Attack on Titan.
Wait, it is really? I didn't know that. Sorry.
But there are a lot of other fights that I do want to see, and really at this point, I just want a Attack on Titan character in Death Battle. Because, it's been so long. And it feels like it's one of those series that's really overdue.
Yeah.
And the only other matchup I can think of for an Attack on Titan character is Eren versus Wanda from Shadow of the Colossus.
Hey, yeah,
I
was
can
just
use
thinking-
Shadow of the Colossus music.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like
Yeah, I
That's
just
fair.
see that being a really cool fight. It started out as a sword fight, and then they both transform into giant monsters and just beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say, I actually did get my hands on the Shadow of the Colossus remake a couple months ago. I haven't played a lot of it. I've gotten to I've gotten past like 2 Titans and then stopped playing, or Colossi, whatever. So I'd be down for Wanderer getting in. And Aaron, yeah. Can Wanderer kill him? No, he can't. But I'd want him to. Just
Yeah,
knowing-
I do have some unfortunate use. You guys don't read the Attack on Titan mangas, do you?
no, because I don't.
Okay,
want-
well,
It's not because I don't. It's not because I just don't keep up. It's because I don't want to. So So
Alright, well,
speak away, I guess.
okay, spoiler alert for those who just watched the anime. And I'm sure this is going to be in season 4, whenever it happens. Eren does gain a new Titan form. Well, okay, first of all, he eats the Warhammer Titan. So he then gets the ability to, like, make weapons out of, like, just anything, like conjure spikes from the ground, like, that sort of stuff.
He's an
But then
alchemist.
after, I believe it's gaining the full power of the Founding Titan. Oh boy, we haven't even seen the full form yet. But you know how big the Colossus Titan is? Yeah, this new form towers over that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and like he has full command over all mindless titans, including the giant ones that make up the walls.
I thought you were going to talk
Like,
about
it's just-
how. I thought you were going to talk about how. Spoiler alert. Aaron's not the hero after all.
Well, yeah, he's basically just like awoken titans from inside the walls, and he's gonna try and end the world.
Oh.
This is our protagonist, everybody.
Although the theory is that it's like another plan of his to like unite the world against him to create peace. It's weird.
This is why I don't rate Attack on Titan. I'm just gonna say that right now. Okay. Also, just to clear up a little something, you mentioned both of them turning into giant monsters. Little thing about Wander. Okay, so basically, Wander turns into Dorman, who's in layman's terms is basically the devil. He only does this by spoiler alert for Shadow of the Colossus. After Wander defeats Colossi, a weird black mist like strikes Wander's body. Turns out this black mist is fragments of Dorman's body. So it's not really so much a transformation that Wander can just be like, "Hey, I turned into a giant monster now." It's more like he was possessed by a demon. So Wander's not turning into a giant monster. Rip.
Yeah.
Although Aaron is, and that's not going to help Wander at all. Although I guess in fairness, Wander is good at finding weak spots of giant monsters, which Aaron has one.
Yeah, it's like the back of the neck. All titans have that.
Yeah. But as soon as he finds it, Aaron's gonna swat him like a bug.
Plus, even if he finds it, Eren can still, like, in theory, live. Because the thing is, if you cut a mindless titan there, then yeah, they're dead. But if it's someone who can shift into a titan, then you've just killed their titan body, and they have to like recharge before they can transform again.
So yeah, basically Aaron wins, and that makes me kind of annoyed, honestly.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, well, I just hate the idea of protagonist turning into a bad guy. It's like, hey, you were the protagonist for like what, 4 seasons, and then all of a sudden, nope, you're the bad
I mean,
guy.
to be fair, the manga isn't over,
I guess.
so there could be something else to it.
I don't know. It just bugs me. Okay. That's that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going next. So this one's been on my mind for a while. Okay, so I mentioned it before. My most wanted fight is Dingo Dial versus Pyro. That's not going to happen, but
It could.
I
Not with
want
that
it.
attitude.
No, I'm calling it now. They're going to put Pyro against May, and I'm going to be just on my bed for 2 weeks. May versus Captain Cold, fight me. Anyways, but another one on my mind that's probably not going to happen. But I want it. And I have to thank a certain community battle for bringing this to my mind. It is Zuko from Avatar versus Dinobot from Beast Wars.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Zuko versus Shoto guy myself.
Agreed.
Look,
Sorry.
look. I get that that's the better matchup objectively.
No, I was just gonna say, but fair enough.
But I want Beast Wars representation. Gosh dang it. And just to put into perspective how much I want this fight, I'm doing my own solo prediction blog.
Fair enough.
You remember that hint thing I mentioned earlier? Yep, this is what I was talking about. I am currently binging through Beast Wars, researching Dinobot. I should probably explain the whole thing behind this match. Put it simply, their former villains turned good. On the surface, yeah, that's kind of the whole connection. There's probably more. I haven't really looked into Zuko yet. Yeah. There's not really a lot going for this match. I just want Beast Wars, and Dinobot's my favorite character, so yeah. Also, fun fact: Dinobot is voiced by Scott McNeil. So there you go. But yeah, it's gonna be Zuko versus Shoto. I get it. And like I'm not opposed to that match happening, obviously, but like that when that fight gets announced, I'm like, oh cool, they're doing Zuko and Todoroki. That's cool.
Well, you could just say they're doing Zuko versus Zuko, because let's face it, they're practically the same character.
Yeah.
Except one uses ice, the other uses electricity.
Actually, if I remember right, he doesn't really. You learn how to redirect it, but he can't like produce it naturally himself.
Alright.
Yes, so.
So yeah, I can't really say who I think wins because that would probably ruin my prediction blog. Although granted, I haven't done any research on Zuko yet, so maybe something will come up. But at the moment, I'm thinking Dinobot wins.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know how strong he is, but I don't think that's going to be changing.
Which means Zuko's probably going to die no matter who he fights.
Which is...
I don't know. I actually think he beat Shoto.
You haven't seen the most recent movie.
Yeah.
I would say what I'm
going off of what I have seen.
I would say what I'm talking about, but that would be spoilers. I don't think the movie's out in DVD yet. Whatever. I will say though, I will agree that if this was prior to the movie, I think it's called like Heroes Right, Two Heroes or something like that.
Don't like that.
If it was before this movie, yes, I would agree that Zuko probably wins. Um, but no. Also, yes, the movie's canon to the manga before anyone says. So, all right.
I'm trying to think, like, real quick, if there's any other matchups I want. Because obviously Miles Deku is one, because screw
Heh.
God and Luffy. Basically. But I guess if I had to choose one, Master Hand versus Polygon Man. Because I like the fight. Yeah. Plus Smash Brothers representation. Yay.
This spawned from the woman in LA, didn't it?
Yes and no.
Oh.
I just like the fight, and I want Smash Brothers to appear at some point. So yeah.
Master Hand. Master Hand wins by having the better boss fight.
I was
that's
gonna
not-
say. I was gonna make a pun. Master Hand slaps.
I mean, he does.
Yeah.
But no, that's honestly not a high bar to jump over because Polygon Man's boss fight is trash.
Although I have seen people say that Polygon Man wins somehow. I have no idea why.
I don't remember how powerful the PlayStation All-Stars cast is.
I don't know. Well, I think it's just because they don't think the Smash Brothers scaling is legit, which it is. So, yeah.
At the moment, I'm thinking the most powerful character in the game is Kratos. Master Hand would slap Kratos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm thinking Master Hand wins.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I am too.
Yeah.
That was a cool idea to bring. Because Polygon Man was a scrapped Sony mascot. I really think it's a cool idea to bring him back to get revenge. But the actual execution just didn't live up.
Yeah.
I like his voice. I'll say that. But,
Yeah.
And I like the Woman in Melee. He's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back in Woman in Melee's prime.
Yeah.
Freaking Master Hand just picks up Final Destination and just swings it like a baseball bat.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want Smash Brothers, like a Smash Brothers character on Death Dial, no matter who it is. So, and this is the most popular fight, I think. Well, we'll just say it for now. Yeah. Unless Gleam or Tebu has his opponents popular.
Huh.
I don't know.
You know, all three of us listed fights because we want a series represented.
The
Yeah.
only difference is that yours has the biggest potential of actually happening. Actually, wait.
Let's be real. If a Attack on Titan gets in, it's only going to be one of two because they're the only ones people request.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aaron and Mikasa.
I mean, I don't know. Like Master Hand versus Polygon Man could happen. I don't know. It would probably be like more requested if PlayStation All-Stars 2 happens. Which spoiler, it's not.
Please be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm praying that you're wrong.
I don't know.
Well, whatever. I think the biggest issue with this one though is material.
Yeah.
For one, the model quality in the PlayStation All Stars is not the greatest. Another, it's one game, and he has one fight, and he does jack all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know how much they can work with Polygon Man.
Yeah, fair enough. No, we'll never know. That's right.
Like at least with Master Hand, like you're fighting Master Hand, just plain and simple.
Yeah.
The Polygon Man, you're fighting clones. You're fighting the game's roster pretty much.
Pretty much.
Um,
You never know.
Whatever.
So it just gave me a funny image of like the All Stars roster wanting into Smash and Master Hand just slaps them.
Yeah.
Access denied, bitch.
There you go.
Hey, Hachi walks up like, "Hey, let me in Smash." No.
No. Yeah.
Oh, that means
That's
you could
it.
slap.
Ratchet.
Oh, that means you could slap Dante.
Oh, God.
That'd be funny.
And it'd be the bad Dante. It's great.
Yeah.
I want to see that now. I want to see Master Hand just punk DMC Dante out of him.
Alright. So, I guess that's it.
I guess so.
Well, there is another matchup I kind of want to hear you guys' thoughts on.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's one that's really just I want it because it would be hilarious.
Okay.
Oh
And
boy.
it's just destined to be silly.
Okay. I'm interested.
Alright. You guys have seen Home Alone, right?
This should be good. Yeah.
Alright.
No, it's not.
Have you
it's
seen
not,
101?
It's not just one of
Have you
the
seen
most
101
popular movies in
Dalmatians?
the world.
Oh no.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Harry and Marv versus Jasper and Horace.
Oh my god.
Okay, hear me out on this.
That'd be funny.
I will paint the scene. Let's say the fight is because they both break into a house that just so happens to be Home Alone style booby trapped. Perhaps maybe there's a kid in the house hiding with a dog, hence why Jasper and Horace would be breaking into it. And it's live action.
Oh god. Okay, that would be funny.
Oh lord.
Probably unlikely.
If they nail the slapstick, I say this could be the funniest death battle in the entire series.
Yeah. It'd be funny.
Also, I don't know if it's likely, but could you imagine if they got Macaulay Culkin to cameo in it?
Oh gosh.
Like, my dream for it is after whoever wins, they're just like on the ground in pain, the police show up, like there's an officer walking in, the camera pans up and it's Culkin saying, "I'm getting too old for this," and then the KO cuts him off.
Oh god. Yeah.
I don't know. I said it last time, but I'm a little iffy on them doing joke fights at this point. They have to really nail this fight, as well as like there needs to be an actual winner.
No, there would be an actual winner in this, and I'm willing to bet it would be Harry and Marv.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright.
I just want it because I think it would be hilarious.
Fair enough. Yeah. It could be.
Okay. I guess we're good.
Yeah.
Although now that Richard's not here, I guess I can throw out my prediction for what the next fight is going to be.
Let's not. I'm gonna talk to him after this.
Alright.
Just in case. But alright. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You know I'm bad with outros.
Yeah.
Hey, you think you're bad? I just put like a fictional character, like saying, "Hey, thanks for watching," as my outros.
Yeah.
Um.
Bye.
Yeah.
didn't. I did the outro.
Yeah, okay.
Now here's an outro for you. If you enjoyed this podcast, feel free to like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this podcast, feel free to like and subscribe. Go to everyone's respective channels, watch their stuff, and have a nice day.
You're a lot better than this. Than
Yeah, you are a lot better than this than us.
Yes.
Years of practice, boys.
Fair enough.
All
One
right, so bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.